So, one of the things I really miss about living in Japan is having a drinking partner. Now, I'm not talking about a drinking buddy. I'm talking a partner. This is the guy, if he's not at work, if he's not at home, you know exactly where he is because he's at the bar and you're sitting there right next to him. This guy, first time I hung out with him, sat me down with a bottle of cheap whiskey and said, "Here's how things work here. You might not like it, you might not think it's fair, but if you roll with it, you're going to have a great time." This is the kind of guy you could drop off naked, blindfolded, anywhere in the world. If he had a bottle of scotch and a carton of smokes, he's going to have a great-ass time. So one night he decides to take me out to a neighborhood in Tokyo called Shinjuku. Now half of Shinjuku is this really kind of neat neo-Tokyo you think about with all the skyscrapers and super clean and bright lights and all that shit. The other half is a red light district called Kabukicho. Kind of a hellhole. So we start drinking, and after I cartwheel kick through a bathroom door and ask a bartender to have my retarded babies, apparently the nice side of Shinjuku decided they didn't want us there anymore. So we decided to go for Kabukicho. Now, when I describe hellhole, I'm talking whorehouses, I'm talking degradation, I'm talking used panty vending machines. Everything that is ugly and disgusting in a human soul is available here. We fit in perfect. So we just hole up in some place for a few hours and we just go at it. Now, I don't count drinks. That's amateur hour bush league shit. I probably should have. My buddy had ingested a heroic amount of scotch in those couple hours. I, however, have been drinking absinthe the whole time. Now, I don't know if you've ever been caught in the deep throes of an absinthe drunk. You are fucked up, but your brain is just fine. So you can watch you and your friend, your partner, do these terrible things and can do nothing about it. So we walk outside of this bar, and my buddy stumbles out, and he grabs a cigarette, lights it, and BAM! Falls down in a gutter. Now, if you're living out a cliche with no self-awareness, you know your night has either gotten really awesome or has gone real bad real fast. I'm leaning towards the latter. And I'm like, okay, no, we gotta fix this. We gotta fix this. You're my partner. You're my partner. You know, we gotta do this something. So I take him to Yoshinoya. It's the shitty fast food 24-hour place. It's just, you throw some shit on a bowl of rice and eat it. So I drag his ass in there, sit him down, get him some water, a bowl of rice, and he's just... Now, you might think eating with chopsticks drunk is hard, but it's kind of a prerequisite for living in Japan. It's something he should be able to do. After about a half hour of him getting about 10% of the rice in his mouth and the rest on his pants, I'm realizing we're about to get kicked out of a 24-hour Yoshinoya in 2:30 in the morning. No, we're not letting that happen. So I drag him out and I like take him to the corner of the red light district and I lean him up against a used panty vending machine. I'm like, buddy, we're gonna get some water, we're gonna get some smokes, we're gonna hang out till the trains start coming. We're gonna be good. So I run into the convenience store, I get some water and cigarettes. I'm like, all right, I'm taking care of business. Now it's my time to have my buddies back. When I get back out, he's now slumped against the used panty vending machine on the ground. Small detail. I give him the water, he takes this deep chug and just starts chugging, and barfs. All over his pants. So here's a man just covered in rice and vomit, just head lolling back, and I think, oh my god, this cannot get worse. Of course it can. This little old lady walks by, and my buddy starts to call him over in Japanese. He starts going, sumimasen, sumimasen. She kind of looks at me and just goes, faggot! And just starts laughing his ass off. For the next 2 hours, man, woman, child, whoever passes by, he calls over and calls a faggot. I just cannot stop laughing. About 4:30 in the morning, so a white guy walks by, which is a little different. And before my buddy can start doing his little ritual, he goes, hey guys, you want to buy some blow? It's 4:30 in the morning, we're covered in rice and vomit. Our night does not need a restart. I'm going to be polite though, I'm like, no thank you. My buddy, however, does not feel this is enough of a no. My Buddy tries to stand up, he's like, "Roar!" Takes one step towards him, bam! Flat on his face. But on the bright side, he stopped calling people faggot after that. My buddy just lied. Slides down his face. Fuck it. Fuck it. I start walking away. As I'm walking to the train, I see all the people get out in their business suits, heading to their jobs, just absolutely miserable, just pretending I don't even exist. And I take one last look at my buddy as he's about to be swallowed by the sea of men and women in business suits. And all I can think is, God, I'm in a rut.